Thank you guys for coming out. It's our first open mic of the year. What a way to start. Thank you guys so much for coming out. For the last fun times before the apocalypse hits.
So late last year, in the last few days, I received a small box. I didn't know who it was from or what was in it. It turns out it was a present from a supposed loved one or friend to help me celebrate the 2010th birthday of a man named Jesus, who was mostly known for his long hair and sandals, and the fact that he used to hang out with the lepers smoking weed. It makes sense though, because what Roman cop would, you know, search a leper? So yeah, again, this was supposedly supposed to be something nice for me, but the contents of this package were frankly bone-chilling. I finally, I opened up the package and, to my horror, found a $30 gift certificate to Applebee's. Now what I should have done is what any logical person would have done, is thrown the thing away ASAP. But I thought, no, I'm not going to let the system win. I'm going to go down to Applebee's and see what the hell's going on. I mean, it's a popular place.
I was fired. That's a true fact about my life. I got fired from Sam's Club because I refused to call the customer there members. My boss demanded that I called them members. And I had a problem with that. Like every time I'd run up to him and be like, hey, one of our customers would be like, Josh, actually, we have members here. This is a club. You should treat them like members. And I was like, well, I just wanted to tell you one of our members just put his balls in the lobster tank. You might want to deal with that at some point.
My God. Yeah? Where'd y'all come from anyway? Wilmington? Bedford? Indeed? Well, you know.
You know, one of the things I get asked as a barber is have I ever cut anybody's ear off? Well, yeah, I have. A number of years ago, had this guy sitting up in the chair, and I'm working here behind his ear, and right here in the heel of my shears, bang, catch a little piece of that ear, fall down in front of the chair. I reach over there, flip that little piece of the ear on the floor, because I don't want to see that he's missing a piece of his ear. I said, hey man, sorry I pinched you. Didn't say I pinched that shit off. So I'm applying blood pressure and blood and flying that everywhere. I still thought that guy ended up paying me $6 for that haircut. I needed the money, man. You know, I had to take the family out to McDonald's or something that night. And that was before the $10 menu.
Apparently you can't take your kids 50 miles away, drop them off in a cornfield and split. The cop said that's abandonment. I said, no, that's multi-county hide and seek and we're still playing. Take them back. I'm still counting. I ran out of my own body wash, so I used my daughter's. No big deal. All the smelly flowers all day. But it wasn't until I got to the office I figured out I had a bigger problem. When did they start putting glitter in the shit anyway?
Another thing I hate is like when people make up sayings that only benefit them. They'll be like, you know what they say, a friend in need is a friend indeed. How does you needing something from me solidify your status as my friend?
Like, what I'm saying is, I don't agree with what the KKK says. Like, I've always been against that. But one thing, like, you kind of got to give it up, like, they make a good cross.
I was at home, I made the mistake of eating some of my mother's food. And everything was fine until I ate this whole cup of yogurt, and then I looked on the side of it, and on the label, there was a picture of a female stomach with an arrow pointing down. Is that not the most glamorous depiction of diarrhea ever? What it should have been was an upside-down picture of Old Faithful. And if you're not too keen on geography, that's this thing out in Wyoming that goes so just translate that to a bowel movement.
Would you please welcome the comic stylings of Rembrandt and McGillicuddy.
Good evening to you. McGillicuddy?
Yes.
Good to see you, good to see you.
Good to see you. How you been, sir?
Oh, I've been doing pretty good, pretty good.
Good. How's the family?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. How's your family? I hear your grandfather, he's doing better.
Well, that's true. Just last night he made it up the steps all by himself for the first time in nearly 10 years.
Wow, that's very, very exciting.
It was almost as exciting as when Grandma pushed him back down.
Now, why would you want to go and do a thing like that for?
Well, she said she missed it the first time.
Oh, she always did hate feeling left out.
Well, that's the truth.
Say, why is there a chicken feather sticking out of your waistband there, McGillicuddy?
Oh, that's not a chicken feather, that's a dog feather.
A dog feather?
Yeah, you see, I'm learning my dog how to fly, so I thought he should have him some proper feathers.
That doesn't explain why it's sticking out of your pants.
Well, I couldn't have him flying around without any drawers on. What if there were lady folk beneath him?
I see. Well, that makes sense. Well, did it work?
Well, I think they fit him pretty well. They're very fashionable, you know, and I think...
No, I'm talking about the feather.
Oh, that. Well, he is in the hospital now.
My God, McGillicuddy, you should be arrested for cruelty to animals.
Now, wait a second, friend. It was all his idea. Besides, he didn't bruise nothing except his ego. He had to go into the hospital because he got depressed on account of his failure.
Ah, failure.
Yes, failure.
Yeah, I had a horse like that once.
Oh, really? When did you ever have a horse?
Back when I was extremely depressed.
No, I had a dog like that once.
When did you ever have a dog?
I don't know. Have you ever seen me with a dog?
I don't know.
Well, I thought you were going to make some joke about my wife there.
No, this is a joke about your wife. Last time I saw her, she had a bone sticking out of her mouth.
Ah, wait, that was my dog.
When did you ever marry a dog?
Last February. We wanted a June wedding, but the churches were booked clean through the summer.
Oh, well, I hope the cold weather didn't keep people away from the wedding.
No, he comes from a long line of sled dogs, so it's fine.
Ah, I see. Well, how was the honeymoon?
Oh, great, we went to Reno.
Oh, that must have been exciting.
Yeah, I especially like pretending to be blind, that way he could come into the casino with me.
Ah, well, how come I've never met this lovely canine companion?
Well, he got run over by a car last week.
Oh. Well, most marriages, they're pretty lousy anyways.
Well, that's not so. I gave him a flea bath nearly every week.
Well, I can tell, you really miss him.
Well, the important thing is just to stay busy.
Ah, yes, what have you been doing?
Well, last week I had to go out of town for a wedding.
Oh, another wedding. Where was it?
It was here.
I thought you said you had to go out of town.
Yeah, I didn't want to go to the wedding.
Ah, I see. Well, who was getting married?
Me. That's why I had to get out of town.
You mean to tell me you have some poor dog sitting at the altar?
No, this one was a human girl.
Ah, well, what was wrong with her?
Well, her hair was pretty long.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Well, sometimes I could see it peeking out of the leg of her shorts.
Why is there a multi-camera shoot going on right now? This is kind of... I'm sorry, I know a lot of you aren't on stage right now. I got like 3 lenses pointed at me from different places in the room. It's freaking me out. Sup, you? Yeah, look me up on YouTube and such.